Hello YouTube, this is Let's Talk Horror and welcome back to another video. Okay guys, so there has been a lot of horror news coming out. We had Scream a couple of weeks ago with the wrap of production. We had the Child's Play TV series releasing those first images last week, and that first, teaser trailer. I believe a teaser trailer for that television series is coming on Sunday, so that's awesome. I can't wait to see what they've got. But this week it was Halloween Kills, and the latest issue of Total Films magazine coming out, and a lot of interesting tidbits from that. I guess they profiled Halloween Kills. They interviewed a lot of people involved with the movie, and they released, I believe, 4 new images, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to take a look at those images today. And we are also going to talk about some interesting quotes from Malik Akkad, David Gordon Green, and Jamie Lee Curtis. So let's get to the images first. Again, it's 4 new images. These all look very good. And so let me just get the images up on my screen. Okay, so the first image we're going to talk about is the image on your screen. It looks like the cover of the magazine, and it's a shot of Michael's mask. This is the clearest shot of the mask we have seen. This is what everyone's talking about, and guys, I love this mask. I love this mask. I know some are disappointed it's not more burned. I think this is the perfect amount. I think he looked great in Halloween 2018 with the time-weathered mask. I thought that was the best mask since Halloween 1978, and I like that they're changing it up and giving Michael his own unique look for this movie. And I'm wondering if they're going to do that for the rest of the trilogy. Is he going to have his own unique look in a way for Halloween Ends? I hope they don't go too far with it though. And that's what I like. They didn't go too far with it. I know some wanted the mask fused to his face or charred more. I think if you go too far with it and his mask is like fused to his face and the mask is just completely charred and the hair is all burnt off, well, then it doesn't look like Michael Myers. Then you're changing it too much. I think this is perfect. This mask looks great. This might be as good as the Halloween 2018 mask, if not better. So I love this mask. That's all we're going to talk about for that image. The next image is one from it's a similar one to the trailer. It's Michael impaling this firefighter with the fireman's tool. Fireman's axe. I don't know what that is really called. I'm blanking on the name. I've heard it before, but whatever reason, very nice image, similar to the one in the trailer. And man, every time I see this image and every time I watch this trailer, I gotta say, I feel pretty awful for the firemen because they have no idea what they are about to be hit with. And I'm gonna say it. As much as I love the original Halloween, and I think, the slow burn and the suspense and, the tension is so core to Michael Myers and the Halloween brand, I'm really looking forward to seeing Michael Myers fuck Haddonfield up. Excuse my language. I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us. This movie looks intense. I still hope they have some of that slow burn and suspense, but I'm really looking forward to Michael just cutting loose and just getting pissed off and just going off on everyone. I cannot wait to see it. And that's what we have seen so far. And that's everything we've heard. We've heard that this is, the ultimate slasher and a slasher movie times 10 or times 100 or something like that. And I just can't wait for it. I can't wait. So that's all I have to say on that image. Finally, the third image. Actually, not much to say on this one. Just Allison, Lori, and Karen all sitting in the back of a truck. I don't know if this is a shot from the actual film or just a behind the scenes shot or whatever. Yeah, just sitting in the back of the truck, heading to probably Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, maybe right before the ambulance drives by. A nice image. We've seen this one before. Very well lit. So overall, yeah. And then finally, the fourth image I want to talk about, and the final image that, as far as I know, that has come out from all this is the shot with Cameron Lamb and Michael in the Myers house. What stood out to me is I really like how this shot is lit. And I don't know if this is actually in the movie or just a behind the scenes shot or whatever, but this shot, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the blue lighting that was so synonymous with the first one. Not quite, but it kind of reminds me of that, if you know what I mean. It's kind of lit that way, and I like it. And the lighting was one of the first things that stood out to me. And this is clearly in the Myers house. So, man, I can't wait to go back to the Myers house. Yeah, just a very nice shot. As we have seen from the trailer, Cameron Lamb is in the Myers house at some point in the movie. So I really like how this shot is lit. And overall, just a good shot. Those are my thoughts on the images. All very nice images. Love the look of the mask. And now let's get to the quotes, from some of the interesting quotes, from this issue of Total Film. A lot of the interesting quotes that have actually come out about this are from Halloween Ends, which releases October 14th, 2022, or they're about Halloween Ends, I should say. And I'm going to read those to you right now. So let's dive into them, and then I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, so this is from the Bloody Disgusting article. Producer Malik Akkad explains to Total Film magazine in the latest issue, the last one is going to be way more contained. David Gordon Green similarly teases in the magazine's new issue, I get engaged by doing something different. If I was just going to be repetitive, I would hand the reins off to someone else. When you have that opportunity within an established franchise, it's really fun to think about how you can show off different tones and perspectives and evolve. As for Jamie Lee Curtis, who will be back as Laurie Strode in Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends, she tells Total Film that the latter movie is likely the last time she'll play the character. I would say, given what I know about the next movie, I think it will be the last time that I will play her, Curtis notes. And I'm not saying something like, oh, because I die. It's nothing to do with that. I'm talking about emotionally what they have constructed. I think it will be a spectacular way to end this trilogy. Okay, so very interesting quotes there. And let's dive into them. First of all, Jamie Lee Curtis has essentially said this will probably be the last time she plays Laurie Strode. This is really not a surprise to me. And I'm going to say it, I'm kind of happy to hear that, because don't bite my head off in the comments section, guys. As much as I love the character of Laurie Strode and Jamie Lee Curtis as a whole, and I completely respect her, I completely love what she's done for the horror genre. And not only that, she didn't run from her role in horror at a time when it was popular to kind of run from your role in horror. Like, there were a lot of actors and actresses back then that didn't want to acknowledge that their big, break came from horror. She's always embraced that role. She's always respected the horror genre at a time when it wasn't easy or popular to do so. So I absolutely have respect for her. So this is not a knock on her, and I love the Laurie Strode character, but I'm a little bit Laurie Strode fatigued, if you will. And I wouldn't mind seeing it go in a different direction. And I'd be happy about seeing it go in a different direction. You guys know where I want to see it go after Halloween Ends. I want to see them go back and give the anthology route another try. I've said that in previous videos, and I think that's a good idea. And obviously, I'm a huge fan of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. So even if you aren't fatigued of Laurie Strode, I gotta say it, do we really want to see Jamie Lee Curtis come back 10, 15 years down the line when she's in her early 70s or even late 70s or early 80s and play this character again? I'm not really sure I'm up for that. No disrespect to the character, no disrespect to the actress. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I love the character of Laurie Strode. But again, I'm kind of fine with this being the last time Jamie Lee Curtis plays Laurie Strode. So with that out of the way, let's get to some of the other quotes. And Malik Akkad saying it's going to be more contained. And actually, there's already a rumor going about that Halloween Ends will not take place on the same night as Halloween 2018 or Halloween Kills. But Malik Akkad saying it's more contained, and then David Gordon Green saying it's a completely different tone from Halloween Kills. I like it. I actually completely agree with what David Gordon Green says. Why just make the same thing over and over and over again? And what excites me about the idea of it being more contained and a different tone is I think maybe this is finally their opportunity to have more of that slow burn atmosphere and tension and suspense that Halloween 1978 was so synonymous for. Because I think they kind of had that a little bit in Halloween 2018, but not enough, I don't think. And look, I hope they have some in Halloween Kills, but it doesn't hit me as a movie that's going to have a lot of that slow burn suspense and tension that Halloween 1978 was known for. And for as much as they talked about going back to the roots with Halloween 2018, in some ways they haven't done it at least enough. You know, the scene with Michael and Oscar in the backyard in the yard light, that was a great scene. Overall, that was one of my favorite scenes in that movie. But they've never fully gone with that, you know, that atmosphere and that suspense and that tension of the original Halloween. And I'm kind of hoping that they've more fully embrace that in Halloween Ends. I hope that's what they mean when they say it's more contained. Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to see what we're going to get with Halloween Ends. But hey, it's Halloween Kills coming up. I'm super excited for that. I love these images. I can't wait to see what this movie brings us as a slasher fan. And even though, you know, the whole idea of it being a slasher movie times 10 or times 100, yeah, even though that sounds more like it would fit better in Friday the 13th than Jason, I cannot wait to see what Michael does and how he fucks up this town. I'm super excited. Yeah, I'm really excited to see a really good and intense, and I'll even say it, violent Halloween movie. So, okay, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for tuning in today. Comment below your thoughts on today's video. Subscribe because I have a lot more coming. I'm probably going to upload a reaction to the Chucky TV series trailer, although it may be a little late because I have a busy weekend coming up, but I'll get it to you. And thanks for tuning in today, and I will see you guys later. Take care.